You are now live. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Melissa, how's it going? What's going on? Did you get out to la fête de la musique hier soir? I was at Place Jean-Michel Basquiat on the 13e. As I like to say, place Square Jean-Michel Basquiat in the 13th district of Paris, or Paris, as I like to say. And it was great. We had a real good time. I've been going to some open mics recently, and open mics do have the good qualities. The thing is that it's good for socialization and for meeting people and for, exchanging. But this show was a step above that, because instead of playing only two songs, when you go down to open mic, it's only two songs, and it's usually a solo act, and there's a lot of covers and so forth. But this one was, we had a bunch of groups. Let me see. Let's see. I wrote down the list of them. So it was called Electric Sushi Night, because we got our electricity from a sushi bar, which was super kind to share that with us. And the name escapes me right now, but it's the sushi bar at Place Jean-Michel Basquiat. So go by and say thanks, and give them some of your patronage. Enjoy their pescatarian cuisine. So it started out with my buddy Sid, simply Sid, like Sid Vicious, or who's the guy from Pink Floyd? You know who I'm talking about. Sid Barrett, or voila. And then it was me. My nom de guerre is Electric Paul. And then a group called DQ. So Sid, we did 5 songs. I played with him. Three covers and a couple of originals, so that was fun. We did Stand By Me and The Joker by Steve Miller. Electric Paul, so I did about 10 of my songs, and that was pretty fun because I was solo, which is too bad. I did one song with the group, but apparently the mic, I wasn't singing into it properly, or it was turned too low or something. And so it was basically a mime or a karaoke version of a song called Washed Away. All good times, though. And I continued on playing just me on my guitar with minimal effects. And it was funny because it was early on. It was like 6:30 in the evening, and there were a bunch of little kids playing around after school, presumably. And Virginie, comment ça va, toi? Tu vas bien? J'aime bien tes œuvres récentes. Elles sont très colorées. Vous êtes très précoce. C'est quoi le mot quand on fait plein de choses à la fois? C'est prolifique. Vous êtes hyper prolifique ce jour-là. Bravo. Okay, that's my friend Virginie Bestie. She's a painter. she does these really nice, big, sort of dreamy landscapes. They aren't really landscapes, but they're environments more so. And then now what she's doing is she's putting a little figure in there for contrast or to create a sense of tension. The backgrounds. It's I don't want to say impressionistic. It might be a cross between that and expressionistic. But you should check her out. Her name is Virginie _Bestie. How do we say underscore in French? Oh oui, le tiré dessus. Okay, Virginie tiré dessus Bestie, Bastie. And then, so I played that, and there were all these little kids, and they were sitting down in front of me like it was story hour. And then I just kept going, and I thought, okay, I'm going over time here. Looking over to the organizers, doing this. Do I have time? Gesturing to my fake watch, my invisible watch, my Wonder Woman watch, and they said, just go on, just keep going. And then I finished, so I played another one, and then all the kids were like, "Un autre, un autre, un autre." And they're really little kids, like 6 years old, targets. And so I played another one. I thought, oh, okay, I'll get them with a lively one. And they were like, what? No, they all ran away. But that was fun. And then there was a group called Dikil that played basically mid-90s covers, a lot of Green Day. That was good fun. And then Kanya and Les Thésers. And that, to me, was kind of a... Rosangela Marie, salute. Rosangela Maria. And are you the one who is in Brazil? In, I can't remember the name of the ville now. It's got a strange science fiction name. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, thank you. And Kanya and Les Thésers. And that was just a duo. It was sort of an electronic duo. One guy had a setup with an electronic drum kit, and the other guy was on bass. And it reminded me a little bit of, if you know Royal Blood, because Royal Blood, the guy plays bass, but he makes it sound like a guitar with all the effects and the way that he plays. And then the drum kit, it reminded me a little bit of a cross between Devo and Godspeed You Black Emperor. Those are bad references, but they were a sight to behold, and really nice. That was a good thing about the lineup, is that it was really disparate, but really interesting, each one. I feared that I was going to have to wait to the end, to help load out the equipment and just be bored out of my mind, but no, the contrary. And then there was Wanted, another duo. Normally they're 5 or 6, and this time it was just 2 dudes. Wanted, with a 4 in the place of an A. And then Yue, which means, which is like hooray in French. Y, U, U, with E with the umlaut on it, and H. And that was my buddy and organizer extraordinaire, Julot, on the drums there. And they played, really good. They described it as punk, but to me it was Ewan de Golder. Hey, Ewan, how you doing? Good to see you, mister. What's going on? Hope you make it. Are you working on a film? Anyway, hopes all's well. And then, so they described themselves as punk, but it reminded me a bit of the Parquet Courts esprit, if you know them. And then there was Raw Dog, finished out the evening, and the drummer showed up super late, and the guitarist had been there the whole time. They're a power duo as well, so it's reminiscent of, hey man, how are you? Ewan says hi, presumably to everyone as well. So it was a duo, and the guy, his name escapes me right, Romain, or Jan, sorry. He was there the whole evening, sitting and patiently watching, absorbing us. And then the the drummer showed up later in the evening, and she was funny. She reminded me of Dave Grohl, because when she drums, her head, she'd go like this. You know. And, Ewan says that he's good, and he's scheming away. What are you scheming on, Ewan? What have you got up your sleeve? And so that finished it out, and it was just a real good time. And their style was influenced by grunge, but it was more intricate, kind of post rock alternative, but really lively and a good time. Oh, and I was sitting there, and this dude came up and he started telling me, "Hey, is this your group?" And I'm like, "No." "Are you the manager?" "No." And then he starts talking to me, "Who's that drummer?" I said, "I really like the Spirit." I'm like, "Oh, cool, cool, cool." Yeah, because we need music to change the world, because the world is in fear right now, and fear leads to anger, and anger leads to violence, just as Yoda says. And so we need to save the world through music, according to this guy. And I got, great, yeah, okay, well, I tapped into his phone, the name of the band, and he thanked me, and walked away, and then he stopped, and he turned, and he said, "Radio France." So I'm like, okay. Well, so he claimed to be part of Radio France, but we'll see about that. We'll see how things evolve. How much time we got? We got 3 minutes, a little art update. Okay, so here, this is a test page, all right? So I use this to test techniques for a drawing. I've got this drawing coming up right here. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, so it's a photo of this little statue perched on the roof of a jazz club on either Tombeau or Trois Bornes. I keep mixing up those. It's like Pike and Pine in Seattle. You don't know which is which. They're basically the same. And so what I want to do is I want to paste some book pages here. If you've been following my work, you can see, like, for instance, right here, I've got this book page collage. And so I'm going to use the same technique, but I have to test it out because it should be slightly different. In application to this one right here, it's going to be zones, not the entire background as it is on this one. And so this is the test page. And then, so I'm just, what I do is when my palette is nearly dry, instead of washing the paint down the sink, I spread it out on the paper, make a nice abstract background. Oh yeah, here, can you see the evil face? Can you see the devil? The devil in the details here? Can you see it? Maybe not. Anyway, so I will hopefully use this page as the foam, the background, the background for another painting, as I'm doing with this one right here. Almost got the back there. All this black in the background, and you can see I finished off the white ink in my palette and the blue paint and so forth. Then I had this nice background, and here I was testing how to make lamp starburst or lamp glows with spray paint can. So that was the original intent of that. Now I'm working on this one. I've got this flower pretty much where I want it. This one is going, and then I'm going to finish these off. I think I'm going to leave this part as it is. And then this is the other one I'm working on. And here you can see the collage paper. And I've got this masked off here, so to apply some spray paint to create a smooth gradation. So anyway, that's the update so far. Got a minute left. Anyone have any requests or questions or observations or philosophical insights or complaints? Like, Saye, did you enjoy the fries? All right, thanks everyone for stopping by. I got to go now, or else I'm going to turn into a pumpkin. I'm going to post some of the videos from the Fête de la Musique on my Facebook, YouTube page. Ooh, darn you, timer! It's like, the worst thing. Like, who invented the alarm clock? Stupid idea. It should be like on an airplane. You know how they mult the music just ever so slightly, ever so slightly. I want to get an alarm clock like that. Anyway, check out my YouTube if you want to see some of the video from. I'll be posting it soon, and the link is in the profile if you are on the gram of Instas. And if you are on the Book of Pages, please just write a comment so I can respond. If you don't write a comment, then my post is going to be demoted. But I really got to go. Ciao for now.